Okay, Dumbi, put yourself on mute. Okay, welcome to tonight's session. So, how many of us here have not missed a class since we started this boot camp? How many of us? Boside, Dumdi, Jessica, Doris. If you not miss since we started, you keep logging in every day. Don't raise your hand if you missed a class. I want those who've not okay. Ego, blessing. Yeah. You know, these people need to be celebrated, you know, because it's not easy. It's not easy. What they've done is not easy. And if you say that it's easy, do it. It's not easy. Okay. Okay. That's good. What I just did is that I just did a screenshot to capture these people. You know, because these people are our special candidates, and I will vet their claim. To be honest with you, you know, I have data, I have attendance since we started. I'm going to match all their name against all the attendance. These are going to be our special candidates. If we have anything hot coming up, are going to be the first people I need to consider, and that is it. Because
what are you doing? I just
some of us miss because of
it is not your business what I'm doing. I've just said something. If you miss, it's your business. I don't need to tell you. I don't owe you any obligation to tell you what I need to do. Do I owe you that? I don't owe you anything. What I owe you is to mentor you. But how to appreciate other people is not your business.
It's not, it's okay. I just joined and I saw many hands up. That's why I'm wondering.
So you should join on time because you're already 7 minutes late. If you want to be catching everything hot as it's dropping, you must join before time. If you want to be a leader, you must lead by example. So you can't be missing out important thing and be complaining. So, you know, let me tell you, breaking through, another way you can easily break through in life is if you are following something like if your life depends on it. It brings a thorough, that is aggressive resilience, brutal resilience. Some of us don't have that kind of courage, that kind of resilience. You see all these boxers, you see some of them, they put aggressive resilience. It's not easy for you to become a high flyer in your any choosing area. So that is the point I'm making here. We need aggressiveness. At times, need to be brutal. You know, some of us here, we commit. If you want to do some, they want to do prayer, they can do dry fasting 7 days. Yeah, that is brutality. That is prayer. But trying to make that prayer to work out, you need to equally be brutal. And that's it. That's what I'm saying. So if you commit all this, and most of the time, from my experience, it works. It works. It's not magic. It's what we call hard work. If you are working hard towards the right path, at times some people don't get results because you are working hard towards the wrong path. Are you getting it? And you are not getting results. Okay. Let's say some of us here, I'm going to use my own discipline that I studied in the university. I studied banking and finance. Okay, we know that it's been long bank recruited, and even bank, those they recruited, they sack people anyhow. And they are even looking for OND holders. They don't like recruiting graduates because they don't have nothing much. They don't have much for you. So in this case, yes, you graduated with even 2-1, and yeah, you've been searching for bank job aggressively, but there is no job. You're not gonna get a job. There is no job. But in this case, once you type project management, you see so many roles in project management. You see so many roles in IT. The way you have been committing, logging in every evening, burning your data, because now people don't even consider what we need now is data. Burning your data, burning your energy. I want you to equally commit this energy in job search as well. Keep both candles burning, and let's see if you are not going to break through. But if you are just a bench warmer, if you are not hot, you are not cold, you are not even the Bible said that the Bible, you being a lukewarm, the Bible doesn't even tolerate that as well. God hates that. It's either you are aggressive or you are not into it. So that's it. So the point is that I just want to appreciate these people. Even if I don't give them anything, that word of appreciation means a lot if they really understand, and they should keep it up. Okay. Let's
put down our hands now.
Yeah, I told you that I've captured the screenshots. No, I've captured the
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I've captured the screenshot of those who raised their hand. That's the purpose. I've already captured the screenshot, but I said from the screenshot I capture, I will equally make sure that all the people that raised their hands, that they actually have not missed any class.
I'm included, sir.
No, well, I've already captured my screenshot. If you are late, then it's not good to be late as well. You can't be coming to have means that you'll be coming late all the time.
No, 2 minutes after 7.
Anyway, I've captured my screenshots, and I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm not doing anything, but I just want to know them. That's it. But like I said, if I, by mistake or anything, I have a chance to work with some people or to recommend people, these are people that I have confidence in, you know? Like, for instance, now, if God bless me with a very good company, I want people that will bring something to table. I don't work with sentiments. You cannot just come and tell me I was in your class because you are in my class and I have a company I want to survive. I put you there to run my company. I'm not gonna do that. You know, there is one guy, not gonna mention name. He came to me, yeah, he believe I can help me out, get it. I say, yes, I can. But the one condition is, yeah, you've been in a project. How committed are you in this project? Show me one thing in your group that makes you outstanding for me to give you a job. He couldn't pinpoint anything that makes him outstanding. I said, okay, tell me what you can bring to table. He couldn't tell me exactly, pinpoint anything he can do. He doesn't even know what we are doing, challenges we are facing. We have been in a project, you don't even know what you can do to make us, even bringing us lead, nothing, and you want to work with me to do what? Because you say you are struggling, your family is going through, everybody, even my own family, are going through, everybody is going through serious time in one day, in one time or the other. So it's not like, so if you have opportunity in a gathering like this, try to distinguish yourself. That is the point I'm making. You know, there are so many of us here, you've never heard about them, you know, and they are going, some of them are going to be the first people getting job. I'm not disputing that. So many of us have already started getting job. Some even get job, they will not, they will hide it. Some people, some of us are very secretive. They wouldn't even want to come and give testimony because they don't want people to know. Some people believe that once people know, maybe they will start even witch hunting him or bewitching. So they want everything they do secretive. That is some people's life. You know, so that's it. And I'm not against anybody's lifestyle. So that's it. Part of this teaching is going to be, from time to time, we're going to be having other workshops where we talk about career and insights and other things that can make you to survive, because you need it. You know, if we don't do it now, I don't know when we might do it, but that is it. So just word of encouragement, and that's it. So yeah. I'll take 2 questions, only 2 questions, and can go into today's session. For those who have questions, if you don't have question, like I can't say any hand, so there is no question, so there's no need of wasting any more time. Okay, let's crack on. Tonight we are going to understand what we call use cases and use case diagram. What is use cases? Use cases. Use and case. A case on how you use something. You know, that's what we call use cases. Well, in a little more clear definition, is a way a user interacts with a system, various ways If talk say use cases, means various ways a user interacts with a system. For instance, here I have a system. That system is this laptop I'm using here. How do I use this laptop? What are various cases I use this laptop? I use this laptop to teach. I use this laptop to read. I can equally use this laptop to watch a movie. There are so many things I can use. That is use cases. So many years ago we talk about user stories. So why I'm trying to treat both of them at the same time so that we understand the word use cases and the word user stories. User stories are piece of softwares. A story about what a user wants to do. That will help to produce that software. But use case is the software is already produced and usable. So you have to talk about how actor, we call it actor. That user is called actor. How does that actor interact with a system? And in most cases, that actor is not only human being. So use cases is not only peculiar to human. Human beings are not the only people that interact with system. Other systems interact with systems as well. So all of them are called actors. These are various use cases. And these will help us to understand various things that system can be used within the organization. That will tell us the amount of values that system is going to bring. If you can use a system to do 1 million chores, and we'll have another system we can use to do 10 chores, which of the system is more valuable? The one with more million. So when you describe use cases, you equally try to let the stakeholders equally understand in the diagram, because this is the final stage before you start going to the development unit to meet the developers to develop it. So they will equally like to see a diagram on how this system is going to be used. Equally, you selling yourself know that you actually know what you are designing, the solution, because at this point it's called solution design. Show them that you know, understand this solution you recommended, or you know this solution you are implementing, or what you are designing. Let them, you help to, get more buy-in from stakeholders. More buy-in means support. Get more support from them. So these are some of the things we need to do as business analysts. This is still business analysis. Okay, let's share our notes. So our note is telling us that a use case is a detailed description of how users, actors interact with a system to achieve a specific goal. Use cases define the functional requirement of a system by outlining the steps, condition, and expected result of a user's interaction. So, how the user interacts with the system and what is the outcome of the interaction. And then use case diagram. Use case diagram is a visual You put it in a visualized form, visual representation of systems functionalities, showing how different user interact with various processes within the system. It's not only one person. In most cases, if you are designing a system, you must show all the users. Stakeholders want to understand all the users that are going to use that system. It helps in understanding system behavior and serve as a foundation for further system design. Components of a use case. In a use case, we have actor. Actor is an entity. It can be called a user or a system that interacts with the system. A system can interact with a system, or a user who is a human being can equally interact with a system. After implementing a CRM system, like I keep saying, lead management, where are these leads? We know that today, all these leads we are talking about, they are not in the school, they are not in the church. All of them, most of them are there. Even if they are in the school, and it will have a central place where all of them are. And these are social medias like LinkedIn, like Facebook, like Instagram, like TikTok. This is a system. So if we want this to get this lead from this other system, we need to link this system. That's called integration, so that these two systems can interact. That is interaction between two systems, sharing information, data seamlessly. Is that not interaction? That is interaction. So in this case, LinkedIn, Facebook are equally, they are actors over the CRM system. Okay, another person who uses the CRM system, we know that sales representative, they use the CRM system a lot. We know that the marketing agent, they use the CRM system for their marketing campaign, initiating their campaign. We know that sales managers, they use, so these are all the people that uses the CRM system. These are human beings. We know that CRM system might be sharing invoices with ERP, sharing invoices with ERP system. So another system can be ERP within the organization. You can do integration so that they can be sharing. When we have two systems, sales rep don't need to be sending invoices to the finance and account receivables. They don't need to be sending invoices manually. When you send invoice by email, by attachments, or by hard copy, they are all manual. In this era, they need to be integrated so that I can share this information seamlessly. They are all the systems interaction. So that is actor. Use cases, specific tasks or goal that the user perform. One of them, like I said, invoice sharing, you know, all these, a lot of other things that this system perform. These are specific tasks. So we need to know what we are going to use this system to do. You can't just come and say, we want to create a CRM system. Yes, they know the CRM, but you need to break them down at this point. The CRM system to do what? To capture all these tasks. You need to show all the tasks they need to capture. So we're going to see some of these tasks very soon. And then system boundaries. Define scope of the system being modeled. Equally need to define the scope within the system, how the system can be used, and everybody's limitation. Relationship, connection between actors and use cases, showing how they interact. You only have relationship. When we have a system, we need arrows that connect all of them, how they use, and as they are using within the system, there's relationships equally between the actors. You can see two actors trying to perform activity within one use case. So you see all the relationship dependencies include and extend. So this is what we need to equally capture in a visual so that we know how everybody is using the system. As I'm using the system, what are the links or what are the dependencies within the system? So let's look at some of the use cases we captured in this case study here. We are using Dynamics 365 CRM sales and on lead management. So this is what for instance, the stakeholders want. They want effective lead management. And we've agreed that, yeah, they have adopted our solution, which is creating a CRM system, which is implementing a CRM system from a vendor called Microsoft, and their system or the solution is Dynamics 365. Yes, we've agreed on that, but we need to know how this the potential users, how they are going to be interacting and managing this lead effectively within Dynamics 365 CRM. To do that, we have a list of use cases. We'll have use case ID, that is unique identifier. We'll have a use case name, we'll have actor, and we'll have description. One of the use case is what we call lead creation. Lead creation. And this lead creation is done by this actor, sales representative, and a system. And this is the description of how this is done. The sales reps enter a new lead into the system. The system captures key lead details and save them. Then we have lead qualification. So these are various activities. These are tasks that's done. So each task, you link it to who is doing it. Everybody now knows what we are going to use this system to do. And it's very obvious the kind of value the system is bringing to the organization. So have lead qualification. Under lead qualification, you have sales representative and the system, the sales rep. Assess lead and move it to a qualified status or disqualify it. So another thing I want us to know, because we are now adopting Dynamics 365 CRM system. Yes, yesterday I shared a product backlog on Dynamics 365, and today I'm equally sharing a use case or use cases on Dynamics 365. It is not enough. We need to go study this software called, or this solution called Dynamics 365 CRM system. Yeah, need to become subject matter expert in that. That is the purpose of taking us through these routes. So we become subject matter experts in a hot environment. Okay, another lead case, another use case is opportunity creation. We use this system to create opportunity, and who does it? Sales rep and system. Upon qualification, an opportunity is created and linked to the customer. Contact management. Sales rep, system, The sales rep add or update contact details of a potential or existing customer. Account management, sales rep manages a sales manager and sales reps are the actor here, and they create and manage company account linked to opportunities. Sales pipeline tracking, sales manager, sales rep track status of details and forecast of sales performance. Quote generation, sales rep and system generate sales quotes for customer. Order processing, sales rep and system converts an approved quote into a sales order, and then invoicing. Invoice generation, invoice is generated. Now, if the system is integrated, for instance, I use account department. Here, the system generates the invoice and send it to the account department. But if the system is not integrated, the sales rep need to send it manually. So here brings how another system, which is ERP system. This can be done through the ERP system, or a sales finance team can even go straight. But in most cases, the finance team here, they have an ERP system that is going to be pulling this from them. So generates and send invoice based on completed sales order. Activity tracking, sales reps log sales call, email, and meeting related to customer and deals. Report and dashboard, sales manager and system generate report and visualize sales data for decision making. And customer interaction login, sales rep system track all interaction with customers and include emails, calls, and meeting. And tasks and appointment scheduling, sales rep and the system schedule follow-up tasks and appointment within the system. And workflow automation, system and admin automate sales processes such as lead nurturing, follow-up, and approval. Now, looking at this list of use cases, you can see we have and more, but for now we have 14 hot activities we can use this system to achieve. And that is, you can see what this system is bringing to the table. This is all the things we can use this system to achieve. And that's it. So once you create this, the next will be to create a diagram. This is a list of our use cases here. So you can do this in so many other systems. You know, if you are trying to create ERP system, this is the way you are equally going to create a use cases for them, a use case table for them. If you are implementing a mobile phone, e-commerce mobile phone, or anything, any system is very important to capture use cases. Now, relationship between use cases. I will have use cases and the relationships. Lead creation and lead qualification. You see here, they are related. After lead creation, lead qualification, a lead must be created before it is qualified. So It's equally important to show this kind of flow sequence. You can equally capture this in a process flow. It's very good if you have enough time, but the least is capturing, you must capture these use cases. And you see how all of them are linked together. You see how I link them. So lead qualification to lead opportunity creation. Opportunity creation to quote generation and so on and so forth. So you read up all this, going to share the notes. Relationship between use cases and actors. I don't know if you understand this relationship here, the first relationship and the second relationship. Can anyone tell us the difference between the relationship I've just showed now, as you can see them? We have two relationships. Can anyone try? Let me know if we are following.
Okay, good evening, sir. The first relationship is the include relationship. From what you explained, the include indicates a use case that is always included within another use case. And then the next one you're going into now is the relationship of association. So that's what I understand.
Okay, thank you. That's a good attempt. I'm very close. Any other person?
Yeah, good evening. What I understand from this relationship is that there is there must always be a one preceding the other. Like the case of lead qualification, you cannot have a lead qualification without a lead creation.
Okay, that's good. NG. Okay, let's move on. Like I said, the two relationships here. These are use cases. The first one are use cases, how use cases relate with one another. You can, because we've done process flow. This is what just call process flow. You can equally see a use case, or we can equally use what we call dependencies, or their relationships. You see, they are related. They are not actors. This is use case and use case interacting on their own, relating with one another. They don't have anything to do with actor here. So it's important to know how all these related. Then all these use cases, they have external relationship. External relationship is from outside, how outsiders are coming in to relate with the use cases. And that's what we call it actors who are coming to act on all these use cases. That is how they associate, the actors associate with these use cases. So like all of you are quite correct. So when we are looking at external relationship, which is association, which is user, use case, and actor, just see actor as an external person coming to interact with the system. That is an actor. And a use case is a task they are performing in the system. So we are coming to perform a task, that's it, just for us to understand who is doing who is doing what in the system. And here we have under sales rep. Now we've listed all the activities the sales rep is going to do here. So sales rep does all this, all of them. And then we have sales manager. The sales manager does this, and finance team, and then the system itself. So from this, we can see that, to be honest with you, the CRM system, more especially when it comes to lead, is implemented for sales rep. So you can see that sales rep here is a very big stakeholder in this project. Is big stakeholder, because you see it does a lot of things. Some of you, if you are working because you see the sales rep, sales manager have higher role than sales rep, some of us might be trying, because it's natural to identify with big men. But if you want to be honest, you equally need to pay serious attention to the need of sales rep, because you see they live on this CRM system. They live on it. It's like their life depends on this CRM system. So that's it. Help us in clarity in the project's outcome. So if after this, we need to create a diagram like this. A diagram like this to help us link all these systems together. With diagram, if you need to have a meeting with stakeholders, you can just, with this simple diagram, we don't even need all these big notes. This simple diagram can have a meeting, talk them through, explain all this. You are seeing it, you already seen how the arrow, the system works and who is doing, and that's it. So you can see what they are doing here. That is what we call use case diagram. We try to make it simple. At times you might see a very complex use case diagram. For instance, now, if you want to create a social media like Facebook, you see there's a lot of activities to be done in Facebook. There's a lot that can be done there. And if you want to capture everything thoroughly, it's that the use case diagram is going, there will be a lot of arrows flying here and there. But the main thing is for you to start understanding it gradually. Gradually, you have to understand bigger architecture, bigger system. But CRM system is very big, it's a very big system. But the only thing here is that what we have captured here is only lead management. If we are using the CRM system for so many other things outside lead management, there's a lot we can do with CRM system, not only lead. We didn't even include the thorough marketing team, they use CRM system as well. Customer services, field services, we didn't capture this. We only captured lead management, which is just like a drop of water based on what you can achieve with a CRM system. So if you want to capture all the things that the CRM system, like if the company want to scale, use CRM system to scale big, then the use cases and the use case diagram is not going to be this so simple. So you need to know how to create a use case diagram. That is another point I'm making here. So it's technical, you need to know how to do it. So you must know how to do it. That's use case diagram. So what we need to do is to create a use case diagram using any of the tools we've mentioned before, like Visio, Draw.io, Lucidchart. So that is what we plan to achieve here. So So are we ready? Going to
Yes,
wait.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, we are ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good. 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 So then, if you want to follow, you can move to draw.io. All of us know what draw.io means. Yeah, everybody should know what it means by now. And yeah, okay. But yeah, that you might be, I didn't share any of this for you too, but it's okay. Let me just start. So it's part of the documentation you need to create for a project. So you must learn how to do it. So we already know how to use draw.io, but let's just have a brief. So if you are starting draw.io, is going to prompt you on where you want to save your work. So if you are starting a new work, here you can, it's already prompted for me. You see, I'm already using Google Drive to create a new diagram. If you are starting new, or if you have work you are already working on, you can create an existing work. And I want to start afresh. So, and with this, you give a title of your work. You can see B365 use case. And we need a blank. So we're not using any template. So go to blank and create, and you save. I'm saving on Google Drive. So we have a fresh canvas which we are going to use. Yeah. I need to log my system for it lights off. So sorry guys, I just noticed my system is not charging and I don't want any disruption. So okay, let's go back. So what we need to do is, in this case, we're going to use a container to create this. And the container we're going to use is going to be from any of these libraries. These are called libraries. We've talked about this before, because we've done a lot of work from here. And if you find out that the shapes we are looking for is not here, you can get more shapes from here. You add more libraries. These are more libraries, so you can add as many as you want. Yeah, but I think we have enough shapes within this container that can serve us for now. So all I need to do, I'm not going to be going to library to library searching for, so I can just, or from here, I'll just type use cases, use case, see everything about use cases. So you see use case. But before then, I need a container. I'll type container. I have a lot of containers here. I'll just use this this container, can do the work for me. These are containers. So I will scale up this container. This container is now going to act as the system. We're now going to be the CRM system. So, yeah, so we can call it D365 CRM system. So this is the system. We're trying to understand their use cases. So having done this, we are done with container. One container is enough for this. And then we look for use case shapes or properties. You see, as you can see here, we have all, like, see here, I've highlighted this. You see, this is a use case, and this is another use case, and this is another use case, and this is an actor we are talking about, and this is a communication part. Yeah, include and exclude and generalization. So these are kind of this, we're looking for here. So I'll use this container. So we'll have use case here, and I will duplicate up to 6 of them. Duplicate. And that's it. So we'll have these use cases here. So, but we don't know what they are. We don't know this, so we need to give all of them names or the use cases. So, but before then, let's bring in actors that are going to be interacting with this system, and it's going to be outside the container. Call it actor. Another name for it is hanging man. So we have to duplicate the hanging man. As many as we want. Or if you want, you can bring them one after the other. See the same thing. So can take some here. And yeah. So we need to give all these actors names and give the use cases name before we start looking at how the kind of relationship they have and things like that. So for now, we're not bringing any relationship object. So what is our first use case here? Let's look at our notes. We'll have these are use cases we'll have here. We have lead creation, lead qualification, and opportunity creation. So first one is lead creation and then lead qualification. Go back. And second one is lead qualification, and then we have
Opportunity creation.
Opportunity creation and contact management. Yeah. Sure. And contact management and
Sales pipeline tracking.
what?
Sales
Sales
pipeline
pipeline tracking.
Sales pipeline tracking.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get started with this. And yeah, so I'm not going to create everything. So you have to create some. I'm trying to see maybe you make mistake when you're creating your own. Okay. Then what is the first actor here?
sales rep.
Okay.
Sales rep.
So we can call this a sales rep then. Sales rep. And another actor here.
Sales manager.
Sales manager.
Okay. Sales manager. And another actor here.
Finance team.
Finance team.
Okay. Finance. Team. So, and
I think that one should be system.
System.
another person, what's this?
System.
System.
Okay. System. And another.
Finance office.
And this is still finance.
Finance office.
Okay. I don't think we have to finance this. So
Finance officer.
we'll have 4 actors here, not 5. We have sales rep, sales manager, finance team, and the system. So, yeah. Okay. Now, let's see this one. We'll have let's use this. Can equally use this communication part. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where should I connect this?
The lead creation.
Lead creation.
Lead
Where should I?
creation.
Okay.
Lead creation, sir.
And then I hope sales rep does all these activities. Except
Yeah.
pipeline. Is it the person doing the pipeline tracking?
Yes.
So
The sales rep and the sales manager does too.
okay.
Can the containers be reduced so that it will take all? Or have to create different?
Like I said, when you're starting, say the container is scalable, you can contrast it, you can expand it if need be.
Okay.
So as the work is growing, um, um, and scale up, all you need is just highlight and expand it. Okay. So it's just like this is not mathematics. So it's just for you to arrange your work well, the way it works for you. It is I've created room for other use cases. And then we have more use cases here. So let's grab more to cover all these other actors. Okay. Account management and dashboard, report and dashboard. That's for, they just grab account management and then
So reporting should be there.
what?
Reporting is supposed to be there.
Reporting
Yes.
is supposed to be where?
Included in the use cases.
Is it not included?
No, I'm not saying reporting, sir.
Can anyone say reporting?
Reports and
Yes,
Report and dashboard.
yes, sir. It's there.
Okay. It's
Report and
small.
dashboard.
Okay.
So
All right.
Excuse me, sir. So there is no need creating another container for this, right? Like all the use cases we can attach all the use cases in this same container.
Yes, I said if your work expand, you scale a container. If container is scalable, is you can see the way I'm squeezing it and expanding it. This what if you are creating
Yeah,
another
yeah.
container, then you are talking about two systems. It's no longer one system.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll talk about invoice as invoice generation.
Generator.
Yeah, invoice generation and quote generation. Okay, so So can capture as many use cases as possible in a system. You can name them. So this is the way you capture and well, this is just a simple use case diagram. So we can start bringing in internal connections. Like here you can see this and this is connected, and see include. So, and that's it. So you can connect as much as you believe they have connections internally, and that's the way it should be represented. So, and style it if you want. This is cosmetics. So, like, you can use your creativity to make it looks better. But the main thing is you are communicating in a diagram. People should be able to understand their diagram. And so, I didn't capture all the use cases, so that will help us to make sure that when you submit your work, you didn't copy. You just, because there's other things left to be done. So, if you are still struggling on how to do this, you can ask questions. You just diagram using this system. You already have a note where you are working from before you can start doing this. And the purpose of having a diagram is easier to understand when you look at a diagram, and is you can export it anywhere easily, just like the way I'm going to export it. and you can attach it anywhere. I want to download this, so I can use it immediately. And it's downloaded. And if you come here to our notes, and just insert it into this system. And so we have another use case diagram here. So yeah, you can make your own work look better than mine. And that's it. So you see, I can use these diagrams so easily in a system like this in my notes, in my reports. So instead of going to start reading, and by the time you do all the internal connections, you can see, yeah, if you want as well, if you want, you can itemize the use cases. So, and equally put use case ID if you want, but they are not compulsory. But any way that you can help to communicate your work to look better. But this is a use case diagram, and is scalable for better communication, better understanding, making sure that the stakeholders keep on carrying stakeholders along, make sure that they have full visibility, not just they need to see it as well, trying to show visibility of the work, the system, because in this case, where you might not be able to create a mock-up of a system, you're not creating a new system here. If you want, if you have time, you can create, but you're not creating, this is a white label system. So it's not like you are designing a fresh system. The system already exists. But you need a diagram for more clarity, you know. So that's it. If it's like a customized CRM, you are creating a customized CRM from the scratch. You can even create what we call wireframes or mock-ups, you know. So, well, this is enough for this kind of ERP system or this kind of enterprise system. Okay, let's see if we have challenges. So if anyone is challenging to understand what we're doing. So if you are still having challenges, okay, I believe everybody can create a use case diagram, you know, and yeah. So, one more thing is to understand more about the system we're working on. I'm going to create a link where we can go in Microsoft Learn. Yeah, all these dynamics, you can do certification in them. They are big portfolio. They are big. Like if you are a certified functional consultant in Dynamics 365, any of the Dynamics 365, that's a lot. Or if just one is a lot bonus on your CV. But even if you don't have it, It will not stop you from getting a job. You still get a job, but you need to understand it very well. So to understand how all these my documentations are coming in, because you don't even know the system, you are just seeing it bringing documentation. I've read them and read them and read them and read it before all this. So you need to equally go start reading this, understanding the system. I'm not going to come and start teaching you, because there is a guide, there is a lot of notes on this ERP, CRM, all of them. Microsoft have done a lot of documentation, a lot of user guide, and the rest of them. So we need to read it, but I'll try as much as I can to provide link where you can equally read it. So yeah. If you have more questions, you are still free to ask me. Okay, thank you everyone for participating in tonight's session, and I'll see you this time tomorrow.